Hi everybody. Today I want to continue the theme that we've talked about the last few days on keeping your son and daughter engaged this summer, outside of going to the beach, hanging out, playing sports. We're talking about academics and other things. So 2 days ago I talked about keeping them up to speed on their math skills through Khan Academy. Yesterday we talked about making sure that they're reading something. Doesn't really matter what it is. Make sure they have a book in their hand and you know what it is, so you can get some dialogue going with them, and they're keeping that reading brain activated. Today, I want to talk about foreign language and how you can keep your son or daughter's ear tuned into a language other than their own. Hi everybody, I'm Phil Black. I run an online mentoring program called PrepWell Academy, where I help rising freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors make smart decisions about high school, about college, about careers, about majors, and about life. Now, in terms of foreign language and keeping your son or daughter up to speed, it can be tricky. There are some kids who really take well to foreign languages. They're not scared, they're not intimidated, they get after it. Sometimes they do volunteer work where they're using that foreign language and they're okay, they're good to go. They have a penchant for foreign language. That's great. That makes our job as parents a little bit easier. On the other extreme, we have some kids who are not really that into it. They have a problem with pronunciation. They don't quite get it. And that makes it a little bit more difficult because it's hard for them to access those skills and some of the words that they're using and the grammar and the syntax if they're intimidated or they're not quite into it. So what I'd like to suggest today, if you haven't heard about this, is something called News in Slow Spanish. They also have News in Slow German, News in Slow Japanese. And what it is a podcast. And I found that for the in-between kid, not the kid that's really into foreign language and can do really well, but also in between the kid who doesn't want to hear anything, doesn't want to practice at all, doesn't want to take out a vocabulary book. That stuff can be annoying and not that fun during the summer. So in this case, this podcast called, in my son's case, who takes Spanish, it's called News in Slow Spanish. And what it is a news program for free, 15 minutes long, spoken in very slow and articulate Spanish. And the easiest way that I found to do it is when we're getting ready in the morning, making breakfast, hanging out around the kitchen table and having whatever breakfast we're having eggs, we're having a bagel, whatever it might be. I put my phone in the middle of the table and play News in Slow Spanish. Now, I don't say, okay, kids, it's foreign language time. Studying commence. No. You got to be cool about it. You just let it sit there and play in the background. Let them listen to it. Let them absorb it. And you'll be surprised. If you don't make a big deal out of it and you don't try to force it down their throats, they will start listening. They'll start picking up things. They'll hear about El Presidente Donald Trump and their ears will get perked up. And the nice part about it is, it's not just a soap opera where you have no idea what the dialogue, what the plot is, and it's maybe a little bit hard to understand. You're listening and you're hearing about real world current events. So if your son or daughter has any idea of what the language is, they're going to start picking up words, sentences. They may pick up a joke here or there, and it's news that they would normally hear in English, but they're hearing it in slow Spanish. So in other words, in the equivalent in English would be, I am talking in very slow English so that somebody who is a non-English speaker can understand what I'm saying. Now that would be agonizing for somebody who speaks English, but for somebody who's trying to learn English, that makes it easier because especially Spanish, that can be a very quick language with a lot of things that are hard to understand when you're going very quickly. But News in Slow Spanish means that you can hear, listen, comprehend, and absorb some of that. Even if they don't absorb anything, playing this for 10 or 15 minutes every morning, or a couple mornings, trains their ear so that they start hearing the language, they start assimilating it again, and the first day they go back to school, they're not starting from ground zero. That's the whole plan. I mean, there are some kids who are super motivated, and if you have a son or daughter like that, great. Good on you. You're doing a great parenting job, or you have a special kid. Now, the other extreme is the kids who are totally unengaged and don't really care about any academics at all. That's a tough one. And then there are kids who are in between who you don't want to push them too hard, but you also don't want to let the whole summer go by not enriching them at all with reading, math, foreign language. So this is a sleek way to get some of that foreign language in without making it seem like you're forcing it down their throats. So look up on whatever device you use, whatever you're looking up podcasts, for news in slow Spanish, news in slow German, news in slow Japanese, news in slow Chinese, whatever it might be, whatever your son or daughter is listening to and taking next year, and put it on in the background while you're making breakfast. Let them hear, let them absorb, let them try to pick up a couple things here and there, make a little joke about it. Don't make a big deal about it. And if you do that for a couple weeks, even the last few weeks over the summer, it's not too late. They will go back to school having their ear tuned in and feeling a lot more comfortable and confident going back to school and getting back into that foreign language. It might not seem like that big a deal, but 3, 4, or 5 weeks of listening to the Spanish language with current events, or whatever language you're talking about in current events, every morning will make a difference. I hope this has been helpful. If this is interesting to you, give me a thumbs up. Tell me you were here. Tell me you listened. Tell me you've done this before. You have some other way of helping your son or daughter get after learning a foreign language, teasing and tuning up their brain to get ready for school again. Let me know. Give a suggestion. Maybe you read to them. Maybe you have them watch soap operas. Maybe you have them watch cartoons. I don't know. This is one little tidbit, one little hint, one little prompt for the parents out there. I try to come to you live every day. Actually, no, I don't try to come to you. I do come to you live every day with hopefully a helpful tip, hopeful prompt, hopeful piece of advice to help you with your son or daughter making their way through middle school, high school, and beyond. If you're liking what you see, come join us at PrepWellAcademy.com. Be a PrepWeller. We are planning to open up enrollment again at the end of the year. If you don't know anything about me or you're new here, my name's Phil Black, and I run this business. I'm a former Navy SEAL, Goldman Sachs investment banker, went to Harvard, went to Yale, played basketball as an undergrad at Yale, firefighter. I'm actually a firefighter right now. You can see I'm here on duty. Entrepreneur. I'm a father. I've got 4 kids going through this college process right now, college admissions, high school, adulting process, if you will. And I try to bring lessons to you every day to help you out. If you're interested in joining our program, let me know. We hope to open it up again in September for anybody who's interested. And let anybody know that you might think would find this interesting. Let them know. Share it, tag them, and give me your advice. If you have a topic you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. If you're watching right now, I see there's some people watching. Give me a little thumbs up so I know who you are and I could thank you for joining me here live. If not, that's okay. Anonymity is a fine thing as well. And I hope to see you tomorrow. We'll come up with another great topic to help your son or daughter and you make your way through middle school and high school on your way to a good fit college and a great life. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow.